Welcome to Bienvenue's How to Become Fluent in French podcast, where we share tips and tricks to help you in your journey to speak French fluently.
Hi everyone, my name is Danielle Haydock and I'm the founder of Bienvenue French Language School in Hudson, Ohio. We offer custom programs as well as fast-track career training that will get you ready for a new career in just 18 months. Today's episode of How to Become Fluent in French is called Tips to Help You Become Fluent in French. So my first tip is learn words and expressions in tandem, together. Opposites, for example, work really well. For example, the expression j'ai chaud is the opposite of j'ai froid. I'm hot, I'm cold, or I'm warm and I'm cold. J'ai chaud, j'ai froid. J'ai faim, opposite of j'ai soif. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. J'ai faim. J'ai soif. J'ai faim, j'ai soif. J'ai chaud, j'ai froid. Grand is the opposite of petit. Big, opposite of small. Grand, petit. Grand, petit. Long and short. Long, court. Long, court. So there's something that I stress that people do is always keep those in little categories. Because the opposites, if you can't remember one, you'll remember the other. Learn rules, but don't jumble your brain with 15 rules at a time. There are easy rules that apply to many expressions. For example, you can use faire du or faire de la when you're talking about an instrument. Je joue du piano. I play the piano. Je joue du piano. Je joue du piano. With a feminine instrument, je joue de la harpe. I play the harp. Je joue de la harpe. Je joue de la trombone. I play the trombone. Je joue de la trombone. Je joue de la trompette. Je joue de la trompette. I play the trumpet. For some reason, I only was coming up with female instruments at that point. Je joue de la guitare. Je joue de la guitare. I play the guitar. So if you actually play an instrument, you should practice saying, je joue du piano. Je joue de la guitare. Because learning one that pertains to you, you'll be more apt to use it every time you want to talk about instruments. You will remember, oh yeah, right, I'm supposed to say, je joue de la guitare. So I'm going to say, ma mère joue du piano. My mother plays the piano. How about the verb faire? Now, I know that we've seen in other podcasts, but let's reiterate here. Faire with a sport, of which most are masculine. It's je fais du foot. Je fais du foot. I play soccer. Je fais du tennis. Je fais du tennis. Je fais du vélo. Je fais du vélo, which is bicycle. Je fais du football américain. Je fais du football américain. Je fais du football américain. Yep, I play American football. Je fais du golf. Je fais du golf. I play golf. Now, if you want to say I play instead of just I do, then it's je joue au foot. Once again, since most of the sports are masculine, it's au. That one's easy to remember. Je joue au foot. Je joue au foot. Je joue au tennis. Je joue au tennis. Je joue au golf. Je joue au golf. Je joue au football américain. Je joue au football américain. Je joue aux cartes. I play cards. Je joue aux cartes. Je joue aux cartes. Learn words together that are related in some fashion. For example, la carte, that we just saw, I play cards. La carte can mean cards, playing cards. It can also mean a regular card, like a greeting card. It can mean a business card. It can mean a credit card. And it can also mean a map. So, a card, a greeting card, playing cards, or a map. So, by learning just one word, la carte, you will know the meanings of all of these others. Une robe, a robe or a dress. Remember that it means dress too. Une robe de chambre, and it's spelled like robe, R-O-B-E. Une robe de chambre. Une belle robe. Une belle robe. So the first one, une robe de chambre, is a robe. The second one is a pretty dress. Une belle robe. Here's another rule that applies to many, many words. Colors. Colors are all masculine. Le rouge est ma couleur préférée. Red is my favorite color. Le rouge est ma couleur préférée. Le rouge est ma couleur préférée. In the bienvenue method, when we study texts or dialogues, we list the nouns in two separate columns. The left column is for masculine nouns, the right column is for feminine nouns. This way, if you can remember which column the word was in, you automatically remember whether it is masculine or feminine. It saves us time, and it makes remembering gender so much easier to revert back in your head to, oh, was that in the left column or was it in the right column? Identify with a sentence. J'aime les éclairs au chocolat. I love chocolate eclairs, which I do. J'aime les éclairs au chocolat. So, au chocolat is the way that you express flavors. Au chocolat because chocolate's masculine. À la vanille because vanilla is feminine. À la fraise because fraise is feminine. À l'oignon. So every time that you have to talk about a flavor or a type of soup or something along those lines, you will remember how to say it. La soupe à l'oignon. La soupe à l'oignon. Un gâteau aux fraises. Un gâteau aux fraises. A strawberry cake. Une glace à la vanille. And that is a vanilla ice cream. Une glace à la vanille. One thing that we like to do also in the Bienvenue methodology is we keep a cheat sheet of verbs. So just write up the conjugation for each verb that you learn and stick as many as you need to or as you can on one sheet. Update it as you add new verbs and have this sheet next to you when you work on French. Whether you're having a conversation, have it there so that you can glance at the verb if you're not sure of the conjugation. By the time you've looked it up like 5 times or whatever amount of times you need, you will remember it. I even include regular ER verbs because it's faster to just look it up than to start taking off an ending, adding the ending. By the time I've done that, I've forgotten whether I wanted to say I, we, or they. Here is a little tip on how to learn vocabulary. In addition to the gender of the nouns, we have to learn vocabulary. I recommend the post-it method. Choose a wall or a section of a wall that you pass often during the day or at night or whatever. I used to use the wall on the landing in my house that we would pass when we were going from our study to our office to the, bathroom, the WC. Write on the post-it notes the words you wish to remember. Every time you go by the wall, look at the post-it notes as you're going by. When you feel sure that you know a word, just take it off the wall. And remembering how to use possessive pronouns. Now, this is something that so many people just get totally locked up on. Learn a sentence that you will always remember. Mon chien s'appelle Pointreau. My dog is named Pointreau. Mon chien s'appelle Pointreau. This will remind you that when you're using mon that you would use mon plus a masculine noun. And it also reminds you that s'appelle is what you use instead of being tempted to say, il est Pointreau, je suis Daniel. It just doesn't work, and it's not elegant. So remember, the key to becoming fluent is speaking. It doesn't matter how many podcast shows or how much radio you listen to. You cannot become fluent if the words don't physically come out of your mouth. Have you ever dreamed of being fluent in French? If you've been stuck in that in-between place where you can't seem to put it all together, give me a call, 330-313-4403, so I can help you achieve fluency. It's easier than everyone makes it out to be. You can find more information about our programs for all levels at our website, FrenchLanguage.net. À bientôt!